Good morning, friends. Today we wake up October 19th with the moon in Cancer. So what this brings to us is an emotionality today. Is that a word? Emotionality? I think so. When the moon is in water, we sink out of the intellect back into our emotions. And so there is a need or a want to really get in touch with the emotional body today in the way of what's coming up in your feelings, what's coming up in your inner world. It's more a quiet time. So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and the 20th, it's a time where we don't really want to be around a lot of people, and the moon in Cancer is asking us to just tune into our family, tune into the family vibe, those that are really close to us, the closest, like our inner circle, and nurture them, love them up, spoil them with home-cooked meals and freshly baked cookies and cuddles and, all those Cancerian traits. But it's also asking us, this Cancer moon, to do the nurturing, but turn it towards ourselves as well, not always to the other, right? Because Cancer has this tendency to want to take care of and nurture and be there for the other. So people that are in their immediate environment that they love. And the key is to also turn that inwards to the self. So practicing that this weekend, doing some self-care, in a quiet space. We don't really want to leave our homes this weekend. The vibe is to stay at home and be with family and just kind of nurture your inner world and your home space, your literal house you live in. Make it a sacred space, make it peaceful and loving. Kind of cultivating that this weekend. The sun is still in Libra, which this is actually a tricky combination because the sun and the moon are squaring each other. They're 90 degrees apart in the sky this weekend. And I think it'll be most intense tomorrow. But what comes in with this is, Libra wants to be outward. Libra is very extroverted, wants to be around a lot of people. But the moon in Cancer now doesn't want to talk, wants to be inward, and wants to stay home. So there's a little bit of tension there. And it's also a good time to pay attention to your own balance between masculine and feminine. Are you mostly in the masculine or mostly in the feminine, and trying to balance that a little bit to bring equilibrium to the self? Okay. So that's tomorrow, Sunday. And today the moon is squaring Mars for the first half of the day. Actually, for most of the day today. So this could bring any kind of emotional turmoil, things that are bubbling below the surface, up to the surface, and making sure that you express that, because Cancer, they tend to hold things in a lot of the time, but Mars squaring this moon is kind of pushing it up to the surface. So any emotional anger coming up needs to be expressed today. And it's also this tendency to emotionally act impulsive or be a little bit reactionary with your feelings when Mars is squaring the moon. So just have an awareness around that and, just this knowledge of where it's coming from when it does surface. So enjoy this Cancer moon weekend and just do something for yourself and for your family, and nurture up your own space, your inner space, and the literal house you live in. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy. I'll be back on Monday.